James right there, just chilling. See, he a new.
Oh, okay. I was just
knew.
probably thought they got repass over. Yeah, he knew that. Okay. That's why Jay keep going right back.
But Jay was listening. He was tuned in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, see, he was tuned in. He ain't tuned in. He on some old corner shit, man. Jake was listening though. Jake was tuned in. I was watching. It just say missing with him right there. Don't want him to hear it. You know what I'm saying? That's his first. That's his first time being out there. Jake gonna do another shit right here at the end.
He can walk over here and listen if he want to hear. He can walk over here. He can walk over here and listen.
Yeah, I'm just saying. That's what I started to tell him. He come over here. I ain't know he probably thought he was better. Yeah, he kept coming back right there. He's focused right here.
I noticed that.
For the children, being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of the Most High according to election might stand, not of works, but of him that called. It was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger, as it is written. So this going right back into Genesis, the 25th chapter, man. Because the Old Testament and the New Testament say the same thing, man. It's just you people don't understand the Bible, man. The only difference is one of those most sacrificial animals whom the world knows Jesus Christ was the ultimate sacrifice, man. That's the only difference, man. That's the only difference. In which the Lord tell you in Psalms the 50th chapter, man, that really them sacrifices weren't taking away your sins, man. That was just a shadow of things to come. Putting in your mind that a sacrifice had to be made for your sins, man. The Lord said, if he was hungry, he wouldn't tell you. He said all the different animals you sacrificing was his, all the different animals you sacrificing was his anyway, man. You know? So it's just setting you up mentally, letting you know that a sacrifice had to be made for your sins, man. And that's in Hebrews the 10th chapter 2. It tell you that they weren't taking away your sins, man. So for you, and that's for you Old Testament Israelites, man. You like to go strictly by the old, man. For you Old Testament Israelites, where the atonement for your sins at, man? You got the Levitical priesthood making sacrifices for your sins since you strictly Old Testament. You got to, if you gonna go by the Old Testament, you need the Levitical priesthood to be making sacrifices for your sins, man. We show you that one point alone show you, man, that you going off, man. Verse 13, and it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. So I thought the Lord loved everybody, man. You know, but like the scripture said, Jacob he loved, Esau he hated, man. So if I'm reading Romans the 9th chapter, man, because before I learned this truth, man, I used to read this Bible a lot, man. And if I'm a regular reader now, man, and I come across Romans 9 and 13 right here, man, where it say, and it is written, Jacob I love, and Esau I hated. The first thing I'm trying to find out is who is Jacob and who is Esau, man. Because the Lord said he loved Jacob and he hated Esau. So I want to know who the Lord loved and who he hated. If I had any type of conversation, and I read this scripture, that's the first thing I'm going to want to see. Hey, brother. Come over here, bro. You come right here if you want to. You hear me? You come stand right here if you want to. You probably just don't want you over there, man. You trying to listen, you can come stand right here, bro. What should we say then? Is there unrighteousness with God? God forbid, man. Because that's the first thing people to say, man. Because the scripture says, for the children being not yet born, haven't done any good or evil. Jacob he loved, Esau he hated, man. And then you break that down to people, then they'll be like, well, if he made him wicked, how can he find fault with him, man? You know, which just this going into. Well, he said to Moses, I will have mercy upon whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion, man. So that's what our people have to understand, man. You can't make the Lord feel how you feel, man. You gotta land your emotions up with how he feel, man. You know? If he say he gonna have compassion on this person and not on that, then you got to land your man up with the Lord, man, with the Creator, man. What up, bro? So then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of the Most High that showeth mercy. And I'm gonna stop right there, man. No, cause they're just going into Jacob and Esau, man. But I'm gonna go to Malachi, the first chapter. Just by listening to the word, man, you got demons on your stuff. This word is here to take them out of you, man.
The word full of demons in the mind spirit.
Right.
More than the evil stuff gave them themselves. Evil. All folks are evil. All is not evil folks. Evil they can win. I'll be like,
Matthew chapter 1, verse 21. And she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Yahweh Shai, which you got Jesus right here, man. You know that's not the name, man. You know? For he shall save his people from their sins. Right, man. So that's what the Lord coming back is all about, man. Him saving his people from their sins, man. And who is the people of the Lord, man? The so-called Negro, Hispanic, Latino, and Native Americans, man. Going back into Romans 9, man.
Where's the Regency Hotel?
This is who the covenants is for.
You said the Regency Hotel?
This is who the,
I don't know, bro.
this is who the blessings for. This is for the servants of the Most High for, man. Hey, let me ask you something. So you say you believe in the Lord, right? You believe in Jesus, right?
I got faith.
You got faith, right? That's the key. People say without faith it's impossible to please God. So,
I already been baptized.
Right, that's the number one thing. But then you got to, well, I just want to let you know this. You know you're an Israelite according to the Bible, right? Why you got this? Why you got this nail polish on?
Well,
you make money all the way around, though. It's just something they tell you. Hey, I'm out here teaching the word. This ain't what you think I'm doing. I'm teaching the word, bro. Every man got their job they do when they make money. Yeah. Yeah, the Lord said freely you receive, freely you give, man. Jake must thinking I'm selling something, man. You know?
You probably know when you at work. That's what he's saying. He's saying making money all around.
Yeah,
all around. But you probably think you at work.
Yeah. Which this the work of the Lord, man. So I'm still at work. And guess what? I'm building up. I'm making that spiritual money right now, man. Building up that spiritual bank account, man. Going to that parable when the Lord said He gave them different gave them different talents. He gave the guy. He gave his men, man. You know, he was like some went back and gained interest on the money. You know, so yeah, this but I'm not making no money off this right here, man. This is the labor of love right here, man. You know, the Lord said, freely you receive, freely you give, man. You know, so it's all good though. I ain't tripping on Jake. I see somebody else saw me down here. The same girl who I saw yesterday, you know, she like, you do artwork, so she thought I was down here selling some art or stuff, you know, so, you know, it's all good. No, I ain't tripping on Jake. It's John the first chapter, man, because the scripture said.
I ain't no more water. At that man, he got the fly.
So what's meant for you gonna come to you?
Yo, look.
This John the first chapter though, man. Which this going into, how the scripture said, whom the world knows Jesus, he came to save their people from their sins, man. So these the people of the Lord, man, the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Then we have, now I'm gonna say this. We do have something called confusion of faces, man. Which got a lot of our people that look like the other nations, man. You know, because you had our men spreading our seed across the four corners of the earth, man. You know, so you might have some of our people that look like a Chinese, a Japanese, so-called white man, so-called African Arab, you know. If basically your spirit, man, can resonate with this word, man, you know, you can be a confusion of face, man. So that's another thing just to put out there, man, because you can't just judge nobody by the color, man, of their skin, man. You know, we say the so-called white man, man, because that's what Esau, that's the characteristics of Esau, man. He red all over, he don't have no pigmentation. But you got a lot of our people, man. You got some of our people that actually look like him, man. You know?
And then also too, you got some people that look like us, so-called Negroes, and their bloodline go back to the white man.
John chapter 1, verse I'm going to start at verse 35. It said again the next day, after John stood and two of his disciples, talking about John the Baptist, and looking upon Jesus as he walked, he said, behold, the Lamb of God. And the two disciples heard him speak, and they followed Jesus. Then Jesus turned and saw them following, and said unto them, what seeketh ye? And they said unto him, Rabbi, which is to say, being interpreted, Master, where dwellest thou? Now I'm gonna skip down to verse 45. It say, and Philip finding Nathanael, and said unto him, we have found him of whom Moses in the law and the prophets did write, Jesus of Nazareth, the son of Joseph, man. Right. And Nathanael said unto him, can there any good thing come out of Nazareth? And Philip said unto him, come and see, man. So the place where Jesus came from, it'll be like in today's time, it'll be like the worst project you know, man. Wherever you stay, it'll be like the worst part of the area that you can come from, man. You know, like the worst neighborhood of where our people stayed, man. That's why I say, can any good thing, that's why, that's who was it, Philip?
Yeah.
Or Nathaniel. Now, it was Nathaniel, man. Nathaniel, when Philip told him, look, this is Yahushua of Nazareth, man. Nathaniel was like, can any good thing come from there, man? You know, because it was like the poorest, it was like the poorest city in Israel at the time, man. Nazareth, man. You know? So, it's just to bring that point out, man, because you got a lot of our people in poor conditions, man. They come from the worst areas, man. That don't mean nothing, man. You got the elect of the nation of Israel coming out of everywhere, man. You had the Lord and Savior himself, man. He was, hey, you see what Philip said about it, man. Can any good thing come from there, man? You know, so just going into it, now I'm going to get on Malachi, man. You know, because when we tell our people you the Israelites, man, and you the chosen people, the first thing our people will start saying, how we the chosen people, man? Look at what we do, man. We can't get along, we hate each other. We do this and we do that. They'll be like the other nations, man. They get along to stay. They'll bring up the so-called white man, man. Look at them. They stick together, man. They look out for each other. You know. But they go against each other. They just not gonna put it in. They just not gonna show it, man. You know.
Majority of the crime in America is white on white crime.
Right.
They just don't bring it out.
This Malachi chapter, but that's how you know who the Israelites are, man. Because the scripture said the Lord gonna put the curse on us, where the tender and delicate man among us, I should be evil towards his brother.
Right.
It said he should hate his wife and leave his kids. You know, it said a woman should hate her kids. So that's giving you a characteristics of how the Israelites are gonna be, man, and how they gonna act, man. But what do the scriptures also say, man? And I'm gonna get that scripture. The Lord said when he looked down and see we lost all our power and our might, then he gonna come and help us, man. Then he gonna save us and restore us, man. Because that's how the Lord show his might. That's how the Lord show his power, man. The so-called white man don't need to be saved, man. He need to be saved from himself, man.
Right.
You know, he need to be saved from himself, man. Because if the Lord don't come back, it cut the time short. Under the so-called white man, won't no flesh gonna be saved, man. He gonna kill everybody out, man.
They milfs.
This on Malachi chapter 1, verse 1. It said, the burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith the Lord, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Because that's what our people will say, man. We be like, man, the Lord love you, bro. You know, you the chosen people. But our people will be like, man, hi, man. Look what we in the worst point. We like the worst nation on the earth, man. You know, we'll start going into the conditions we in and stuff, man. You know. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau's Jacob brother, saith the Lord? Yet I have loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas,
Right.
and this is what's gonna happen, man.
You know, that right God gonna start with all of it. Black and white.
Right, but he basically, now he gonna, you know, 2/3 of our people gonna get destroyed, right along with the so-called white man, because they want to continuously to do what they want to do.
Sin going.
Right. They don't want to follow these laws, statutes, and
I got much
commandments.
money to give you. Yes, sin. I got much money to give you.
Right. What you say? You born again?
Born again Christian.
Right.
I know. Motherfucker, you got $1 million. Their heart ain't right. If they ain't saved, they can make it in this man. You get $1 million.
Right. Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places, man. And what? Hey, this is the perfect example right here, man. You got Esau trying to rebuild downtown Jackson back up, man. But the Lord finna destroy all this, man. The Lord finna cast all this back down, man. Right, they done rebuilt this King Edward Hotel. They trying to get Ferry Street back jumping off, man. You know? But during the Renaissance period, man, this when they did this as a whole, man. But you got Esau still trying to rebuild, man. Rebuild places that has been desolate for like over 30 or 40 years now, man. Because you go back and look at downtown Jackson, like early 1920s, 30s, 40s, 50s, all these businesses on this street was up and pumping and running, man. Now they trying to bring them back, man. You know, they trying to bring them back, man. All these buildings that's desolate, and that they was businesses that was up and running, man. The Standard Light building, all them was big time buildings up and running by Esau, man. And now they trying to restore and rebuild them, man. But the Lord said he finna cast all this down, man. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build but I will throw down. And they should call them the border of wickedness, man. So the so-called white man, wherever he went, hey, by the time he left his print, wherever he was, man, everybody understand, man, this man wicked, man. Call him the wicked, man. Wherever he went, wickedness followed him, man. They tell you that in first Maccabees, man. First chapter, man. It said when the Greeks started to rule, wickedness was multiplied in the earth, man.
Right. See it right now.
Right. I was watching this video, man. We had these Edomites. They look like Edomites, but they could have been Jake, man. They were preaching in the streets of Jerusalem, man. And they were just preaching. They really were just, they were saying Jesus, but they were just preaching the message of the Messiah, man. You had them fake Jews over there talking about they wanted to stone them and everything, man. Yeah, they was over for real. The first was the police. You had the women police. They was trying to stop them from teaching, and the dude was telling them like, look, man, we just teaching the word. Y'all don't want to hear it. So the police dealing with them for it. Then the crowd started coming around like the little so-called Jewish kids, and they started talking about they gonna stone them and everything. And Jeff was preaching the Messiah, man. What up, though, bro? You all right? Yeah, you had a question?
Nah, I was just
listening.
I was listening, man. I was hungry, man. I was trying to see the scrap and get trying to get a drink or something. Soda pop or anything.
Yeah, I probably got something for you.
I listened, man, for a little while,
okay.
man. Just to check the knowledge.
Right.
Check the knowledge, and I always curious, man.
Bet. Yeah, what I'm going into, though, how these people today, the chosen people of the Lord, man. So-called Negroes, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. So, and that's what I'm going into that, man. Like Malachi 1. When I tell our people this, they'll look at our condition, they'll be like, man, how we the chosen people of God, man? We stay in the ghettos, man. You know, we against each other and all this, man. But that's the curse the Lord put on us. That's how you know who we are, man. But all it was is the Lord punishing us, you know. Because he did put us on top, like during the time, King David, King Solomon. See, that's what we was ruling. Right.
We want to start to go.
Right. No, all that side was, man. But like I was saying, man, when our people live the condition they in, they be like, we can't be the chosen people of the Lord. But when you read the Bible, and the Bible give the characteristics of these people, it's the Bible called us stiff-necked, hard-headed. We the most hard-headed people on the face of the earth. We stiff-necked and all that. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you know who these people are. But all it was, which I'm gonna get a quick scripture on this. Because see, all this just our punishment, man. You know, and our punishment almost up, man. You know. So I'm gonna get a quick scripture.
What Bible you reading?
This is King James Bible.
King James, which one
yeah.
that is?
See what this say right here? This the King James version.
Yeah.
This 14 books they took out of the Bible, man. This is actually
for real?
Yeah, this is actually all one book, man. See this book right here.
66 of them, and now how many is now?
They make 80. 8 to 14. Now it could be more than that, you know. But is this 14 or 17?
What's the name of
It's
Bible?
14.
My dad's an evangelist.
Yeah, this the Apocrypha, and I guarantee you he know about this.
Is that in the library?
Yep.
What is it called?
The Apocrypha, which means the hidden book. Like I got the Apocrypha.
It's pronounced
Apocrypha.
Apocrypha.
Yep, Apocrypha. Yep.
I always told my dad Hitler burned some of them books, man, when he tried to destroy the Bible.
Right. The Greeks.
Alexander the Greek burned books too.
Even the Greeks too.
But see, one thing about it, what's meant for you to get from the Lord, can't no man stop that.
Right.
The only thing man can do is take your life. God already and resurrected so many people, just letting you know.
Let's see, God allowed him to take your life. You get people get shot in the head and they still live.
This ain't God's system though. This is Satan's system.
Right.
That's right.
So you waste you shouldn't hold nothing important before God. You should put God first in everything.
Right. God is still in control, you know. Satan can't do nothing that God don't allow him not to do.
God said, don't fear death. Don't fear death. That's hard to do, but he said, don't fear death, because I got you.
That's right.
Right, this Baruch chapter 4, I'm going to start at verse 1. This is the book of the commandments of God, and the law that endureth forever. All that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die. So this is the book of the commandments. Then it say the law that endure forever. You know, you got the churches saying the law is done away with, man, which that's a lie. The new covenant is the Lord gonna put the law, statutes, and the commandments in our inward parts. You know, he gonna give us a perfect body where we'll keep the law, statutes, and commandments perfect, man. You know, it said, "Turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Walk in the presence of the light thereof, that thou mayest be illuminated." So that's what I'm out here basically telling you.
What's the name of that book?
This the Apocrypha.
I mean, the name of the title. What's
This Baruch.
Baruch?
Yeah, see, you know who Baruch was?
I ain't never. I'm listening to you, bro. I ain't never heard you.
I'm gonna get it out of this Bible. Baruch was a he actually used to write for, Jeremiah, the prophet. Baruch was a writer for Jeremiah. Cause see what happened was how like the different prophets.
You don't want dollar free at
The different prophets, they might have different scribes and stuff.
I'm trying to listen.
Right.
Sometimes
Different prophets, they might have they'll have different scribes and stuff writing for them. They might see a vision or something, and they'll have prophets writing for them. You see the thing with Jeremiah, when Jeremiah started prophesying against our kings, at the time letting them know that the Babylonians finna come take the kingdom down because they was acting wickedly. And the kings ain't want to hear it, so what the kings did, they actually locked Jeremiah up, man. So what Jeremiah did, and I think Jeremiah had locked him, he was in Egypt. But what Jeremiah did, he used Baruch to start writing stuff down for him. You know what I'm saying? He'll come up with stuff, and he had Baruch to write down, which I'm gonna get it real. I'm gonna prove, because see, he got a lot of pastors and stuff say that this Apocrypha wasn't a part of the Bible. But this is history. This 400 years of history that was going on in between Malachi until the New Testament Matthew came. So this 400 years of history that was going on from the time of Malachi until the coming of the Lord, Jesus, who the world called Jesus, coming on the scene.
Y'all got an opinion, man? I want to make sure I get that Bible. I want to make sure I get that Bible serious, man. But I always told my dad that books is hidden in these books that they had destroyed.
Right.
And that make the puzzle incomplete. You can't actually get the grasp of it.
That's right,
because
bro.
you ain't getting all the versions.
That's right. Right, bro.
You get loopholes. If I got to pay for it, I'm gonna get it.
Yeah, you don't have to. That's what you gonna have to do. I had to buy it separate. You don't have to pay for it.
How much that Bible that cost?
I don't have no opinion, but you also use you can
Pronounce the phone. I don't got no phone on. Could you pronounce it one more time for me?
the Apocrypha.
Apocrypha.
Yeah, I got a kid.
Apocrypha. Like it's gonna pour down, man. I hope you get it home.
Like you can go to the bookstore and get the King James 1611 edition Bible. It's in there.
It's in the 16th.
Yeah, it's in the 1611 edition Bible. It's in there.
This is a new translation, or what is it?
No, it's written in English.
Right,
He reading from the King James.
Right.
And see what they did though was, like he was saying, they took the Apocrypha out. But if you go to the bookstore and tell them you want the King James 1611 edition, it's gonna still be in there.
1611.
Yep, the Apocrypha still gonna be in there.
I feel like I'm getting rejected. God, I might be saying something that's upsetting God. It could be books in there talking about you or anybody, saying you was a prophet or something. You know what I'm saying? You don't never know. You could be a family line.
Hey, sir.
Right.
A family line. You might be in it.
Bloodline, right?
That's
That's
right.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
And to prove your point. Because when you read about all the prophets in the Bible, it always be saying, like, it's a lot of times, like in the books of the kings, and I think Samuel, it'll be like the sons of the prophets. You know what I'm saying? It'll be called, like, they be in training to be prophets.
And you can't tell me no different, man. The black man is the kings, man. They build this motherfucker, man. They build this motherfucker. Them Indians came in and them Iranians, they tried to do something, but we the one they got from Africa. We built this motherfucker, man.
Right, that's right. Yeah, he was speaking on that earlier too. So reason why we came over here to serve punishment for disobeying the Lord. You know, that's one of the curses, slavery.
Where did you get that from?
Deuteronomy chapter 28. That's one of the books you can get it from. Yeah, Deuteronomy chapter 28.
This
Read it, you can write it on your paper.
28.
Yeah, you can write it on your paperwork.
Yeah, huh?
Shit, just one.
Yeah, Just take this right.
You got some paper I read out.
Spell Deuteronomy, man.
Deuteronomy 28 chapter.
28.
Yeah.
Yeah, 28 chapter. What you tell me,
Yeah, that was it. That was it, Deuteronomy 28.
But this the book I'm reading out. This right here. Hey, you understand, bro? Okay, bet. You're right. Hey. Right.
That's what's up.
Right,
Shalom out.
Shalom, bro.
White man ain't no Israelite.
Right, that's right. You gonna just keep writing scriptures down as I go. You know, you can use that as time. Okay, go ahead.
I'll be back, man. I'll be back.
That's your,
But this just to prove, I see you got a lot of people say that the Apocrypha ain't part of the Bible, man. You know, and this just to prove this Baruch right here in the Apocrypha, right? And this Jeremiah 36 and 4. Then Jeremiah called Baruch the son of Neriah, and Baruch wrote from the mouth of Jeremiah all the words of the Lord, which he had spoken unto him upon a roll of a book, man. Right, man. So this is Jeremiah the 36th chapter, and I'm reading out of Baruch in the Apocrypha, man, which proves that the Apocrypha is a part of the Bible, man. You know? Then you got the rest of the book of Esther, man. Right, man. Hey, man. See, that's why I say, man. You never know who know them. You never know who know who they are, man. It's secret disciples everywhere, man. You know, just had Jake, man. Whether he from the Northern Kingdom, man. He's Latino or Hispanic, man.
he looked like one.
Right, man. But I asked him, did he see himself on the sign?
I said, yeah.
He's like, yeah, I know I'm an Israelite, man.
And then he said, the white man ain't no Israelite.
Right, man. You know, so hey, it's a beautiful day, man. It's a beautiful time, man, for the nation of Israel, man, for the elect of the nation of Israel, man. You know, because the Lord gonna restore His people, man, no matter what, man.
That's
The
right.
prophecies got to come to pass, man.
That's right.
These words are not going out void, man. No matter if it seems like nobody listening to you or nothing, man. Just keep preaching, man. Keep teaching, man.
But they listening. They listening now.
Right.
They listen. You see that for
Keep
sure.
preaching and keep teaching, man.
People come around asking questions.
It said, turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Walk in the presence of the light thereof, that thou mayest be as illuminated, man. Give not thine honor to another, nor the things that are profitable unto thee, to a strange nation, man. So the scripture said, don't give your honor to another, man. Which this is our honor right here, man. These laws, statutes, and commandments, this holy Bible, this the honor of you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Can't nothing touch this book, man. You can go into history, and you can go into this book speak of his past, present, and the future, man. Go ahead,
Yeah, I just want to say something on that verse 2, where it say, turn thee, O Jacob, take hold of it, walk in the presence of the light thereof, that thou mayest be illuminated. You know, you hear people talking about the Illuminati, like they supposed to know all this and all that right there. But really, the people of Israel that's in this truth, we the ones that's really illuminated, because the so-called Illuminati, they doing everything that's against what the Lord say. So there's no way. You know, you just can't take a name and say that's what you're doing. No, the Most High said, you know, when you walk upright in His sight, then you be illuminated.
Right.
That's all I want to bring
And
out.
see, like he was saying, they illuminate on the left-hand side.
Right.
That's why that's why they known as Lucifer, man. They burn the light on the left-hand side, but they light finna be confounded, man. That's why you also got the scripture where the Lord said He gonna put out the light of the wicked, man. Because they burn the light on the left-hand side, man, which is gonna be confounded, man. You know? So, and that's what's, what you say something, bro? That's what's going on, man. We the real Illuminati, though, man. Because this knowledge of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai can't be confounded, man. We confounded all, we calling out everything that the Illuminati doing, man. We don't even have to, and it's through prophecy, man. It's through this book. We don't have to see nothing they doing, man. We just go into the process of this book and call them out, man. And guess what? It's just like during the time of Daniel, man. When you had Nebuchadnezzar, he couldn't figure out his dream, man.
Right.
And they had to go get Daniel. He had to get Daniel to tell him the rest of the dream. Guess what? The Illuminati watching the videos right now, man. Figuring out the rest of the plan, man. That's what they doing, man. Because the spirit of the prophets is subject unto the prophets, man. So all they doing that is all they do is watch the videos, man. Starting with the elders on down, you know. All they doing is watching the videos, man. And they learning about the rest of the dream, man. You know, that's all they doing, man. You know. But just to prove your point, you said, I'm gonna get Sirach.
And also too, that Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5.
This is Sirach chapter Sirach chapter 19, I'm going to start at verse 20. It said, the fear of the Lord is all wisdom, and all wisdom is the performance of the law, and the knowledge of His omnipotency. If a servant say to his master, I will not do as it pleases thee, though afterward he do it, he angereth him that nourish him. This is the point right here in verse 22. The knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom.
God.
Neither at any time the counsel of sinners prudence.
Right.
Right, man. So the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, man. Right. So all that so-called Eastern Star knowledge these women get, that the Masons, the Masonry, man, the Greeks, that shit ain't wisdom, man. That's witchcraft, man. Which it can be confounded. You getting your wisdom on the left-hand side, man. You worshiping Satan, not even knowing it, man.
Right.
Just because somebody throw a few scriptures in there, but do the origin of it, man. Go to the origin of the Eastern Stars, the Masonry, man. They got that star turned sideways, man. That goes back to Baphomet, man. Which they was worshiping Baphomet in the ancient times, man. And to prove that, when you look up the when in the scriptures, when it say Esau was hairy all over, look up that word hairy in the Hebrew, man. The word right there, I think it's Torah. I might be pronouncing it wrong, but it goes into the goat, the devil,
right.
And then when you go into the lexicon, it'll say when it go into the goat, it said that the goat god they used to worship, man, which goes back into Baphomet, man.
Right.
Which goes back into Baphomet. That's why the scripture say ain't nothing new under the sun, man. All these different idols and gods they was worshiping goes back to the ancient kingdoms, man. Mainly the ancient Babylonians, the ancient Egyptians, man. But going back, this is Sirach 19 and 22 said the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, neither at any time the counsel of sinners prudence.
Right.
There is a wickedness and the same and abomination, and there is a fool wanting wisdom. Right, man. So that's the point right there, man. That's why the Lord said, in Isaiah 47, stand with your enchantments now. I'm gonna get there. Matter of fact,
wait, before you get that, read 24 and break that down. Back in Sirach, you left it.
Sirach 19 and 24. He that have small understanding and fear the Most High is better than one that have much wisdom and transgresses the law of the Most High, man. Right, man. So you can be in this truth, man, and have small wisdom, man, You know, you ain't no great speaker. You ain't no great speaker. Or you could just watch the videos, man. You know, and you bleed, man. You know, keeping the law, statutes, commandments to the best of your ability, man. You know, but like you said, he that is small in understanding and fear the Most High. Read it again. And it's better than one that have much wisdom and transgresses the law of the Most High. Right. You can have all the wisdom, know all the prophecies, man. But you really, you ain't loving your brother right, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it said you transgressing the law of the Most High, man. You secretly got something against your brother, man. You know, you secretly jealous of your brother. You know, he that small, like I said, he that small to understand. This guy might understand fruit breakdown, but he's sincere, man. You know, because what the scriptures say, man. What are the whole prophets in the law hang upon? How you treat your brother, man. The whole law and the prophets hang upon this, man. Love your brother as you love yourself, man.
That's what that one brother had said. He said, you know, he watch how he treat people. He said, cause you never know who a person is. He said that.
Oh, he did?
Yep, the one that was in the red.
Yeah, right.
Yep, he said that.
Right.
He was very humble.
Humble.
I'll just say he was humble. The one that said, the one that got the scriptures, Deuteronomy, he got the paper and the scriptures. Yep, he said he watch how he treat people. He said, cause you never know who you're dealing with.
The scriptures tell you that, man. The scripture says some have entertained angels unawarely, man. You don't know who nobody is, man.
That's right.
The scriptures tell you don't judge according to appearance. Judge righteous judgment, man. You might see a guy with no beard on his face or whatever, man. But you don't know who that man is, man.
Bro, he came humble. He came humble.
Which I ain't pushing no. Hey, don't grow your beard, man. You know, but hey, it's gonna be a lot of people that get saved that you think ain't gonna get saved. It's gonna be a lot of people who you think gonna make it ain't gonna make it. And I'm gonna leave it at that, man. You know, and I just pray. I'm humble, man, and I pray the Lord keep me humble, man. I just hope I'm part of the elect, and I continue to say that, man. You know. That's why the scripture said in 2nd Esdras, man, 16th chapter, man. Then you gonna know who is his chosen, man. When this shit really hit the fan, man, then you gonna see real character, man. You gonna see people real character, man.
That take the trouble,
yeah,
right?
when that persecution comes, right?
God.
You gonna see, then you gonna know who the chosen of the Lord are, man.
That's right. You know? It's like our brothers and sisters of the northern tribe, what their experience, their kids getting taken from them, being locked up in cages and separated from their kids. Shoot, it's coming here too,
Right.
according to the scriptures. The time of Jacob's trouble. What up, bro?
Going back to that scripture, man, when Nathaniel basically like any good thing come from there, man. Yes, it can, man, but that's how they look now upon our people, man. When they see the Negroes, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, out here preaching this word, man. I'm like, man, them niggas ain't about nothing, man. You know? But then somebody come up, man, and try to confound these beings, the Lord dealing with them, man. The Lord will show them, man. You know, but that's just how you have a shot, man. You know, even you had Nathaniel, which I think it said about Nathaniel. When you have a shot saw Nathaniel, he was like a man in whom no guile is in, man.
Right.
You know, but Nathaniel still had that physical corner thought, like, can any good thing come from there? Cause that'll be your first man state, man. That's the flesh kicking in, man. But all this is written for our learning to know. And that's why the Lord started checking them, though. Judge not according to appearance, but judge righteous judgments, man. You know? right, man, because Jake gonna be restored, man.
Oh, yeah.
Like the scriptures say, man, the harvest is, hey, the laborers are fruit, but the harvest is great, man. So pray that the Lord send more laborers, man, into his harvest, man. We ain't seen that great harvest yet. It's coming, though, man. It's coming. This is Matthew chapter 11. I'm going to start at verse 1. And it came to pass, when Yahushua had made an end of commanding his 12 disciples, he departed thence to teach and to preach in their cities. Now when John had heard in the prison the works of Hamashiach, he sent 2 of his disciples and said unto him, Art thou he that should come, or do we look for another, man? Right, man. See, John is already telling you, man, when Yahushua first approached John said the Lamb of the Most High, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So John knew who he was, man.
Right. And
When
also,
John got,
and I was just going to say, add on what you were saying. Also, John had told some of the brothers that it was meant for Yahushua to increase and he's supposed to decrease.
And he said, hey, art thou he that should come, or do we look for another, man? Because John ain't understand the full plan, man.
Right.
John went from prophesying, man, John went from prophesying, preparing the way of the Lord, man. He the Lord's first cousin, man. He was in his mother womb. He was in Rebecca, now he's in Elizabeth's womb. And when Mary came around, the kids knew each other in the womb, man. They was moving, so they was first cousins, man. So John prepared the way for Yahushua, man. But John ain't understand, man. John got locked in prison, man.
Right.
He see the disciples like, you wonder we look for another, man. Which he saw, which John had already saw the spirit descending on Yahushua, man. He heard the voice come out of the chair like, this is my son whom we is well pleased. But guess what? That flesh kicked in.
Right. Being locked up.
Right, man. Flesh kicked in. John, like, he ain't lose the faith, but he like, man, what's up, man? We look for another. He ain't understand one time then, man.
Exactly.
He went to save one time for salvation then, man.
That's right.
You know? The Lord had to go, even when the Lord went through his thing. The Lord couldn't talk to the disciple. He went straight to the Father, like, Lord, take this cup from me, man. You know what I'm saying? He was sweating blood and had got so crucial on him, man. He got so scared, man. You know? But the whole time, the Lord was telling the disciples what was going to happen to him. But when that time came and that flesh kicked in, he didn't lose the faith. But that's one thing about it, you can't stop that fear from coming, baby. All you can do is just pray and hold the faith, man.
That's right.
And count on the Lord to give you strength to go through what you're going to go through, man. That's why we got to be delivered from this body right here, man. Because you can't never stop it from doing what it do, man. You can't stop that fear from arising. You can't stop doubt from arising, man. No matter how hard no matter how strong your faith is, man. It's something still to happen. A doubt will still come in your mind, man. Because it's according to your flesh, man. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, go and show John again those things which you do hear and see. So he had to reconfirm John's mind, man. Just like when Yahushua told Peter, Satan desired to sift thee as wheat. I'm going to pray for you. And when thou is strengthened, when thou is converted, go strengthen thy brother. In which that word strengthen means to confirm their minds, man. To assure them, you know, look, keep going, man. This the way. We don't know tit for tat how it's going to happen, man. But we do understand this the truth. And we know it, and we're going to hold fast to it, man. No matter how it happens, man. The blind receive their sight, and the lame walk, and the lepers are cleansed, and the deaf hear, and the dead are raised up, and the poor had the gospel preached to them, man. And that's the point I wanted to hit, man. And the poor had the gospel preached to them, man. You know, because back then it was a power thing back then, man. with them Pharisees and the Sadducees, man, just like they do today in these fake churches, man. The people who got the most money sit up front. They can talk to the pastor. It's all according to how you paying your tithes, man, and what position you in. But that's the way America got the system set up, man. But now, the poor hear the gospel preached to them, man. And blessed is he whomsoever should not be offended in me. I'm going to skip down to verse, I'm just going to keep reading. And as they departed, Yahushua began to say unto the multitudes concerning John, what ye went out into the wilderness to see, and reed shaking with the wind, man. Because Andrew was the Peter, which was the brother of Peter, man. He was John's disciple first, man. But when Yahushua walked up on John, and John made the statement like the Lamb of the Most High, who come to take away the sins of the world, then Andrew started to follow Yahushua, man, going to the future that the brother brought out, man. When John said, Yahushua must increase, but I must decrease, man. So he understood that, man. And that's the same way with us, man. We just preparing, all we doing is the same, we're in the same spirit of John, man. We're preparing the second coming of whom the world knows Jesus Christ, man. We ushering in his return, man, by singing that song, man. We singing, it's like, we singing this song, man. We bringing all the words out in the book to usher in the coming, man, of our Lord and Savior, our big brother, man, of the nation of Israel, man. To bring our king, to usher in the kingdom, man. Verse 8, but what ye went out to see, a man clothed in soft raiment. Behold, they that wear soft clothing are in kings' houses. But what ye went out for to see, a prophet, yea, I say unto you, more than a prophet.
Right.
For this is he of whom it is written, behold, I send my messenger before thy face, which shall prepare thy way before thee. Verily I say unto you, among them that are born of women, there has not risen a greater than John the Baptist. Notwithstanding, he that is least in the kingdom of heaven is greater than he. And from the days of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven suffered violence, and the violent take it by force, man. So these people, from the days of John the Baptist until now, man, because these people on the side represents the kingdom of heaven, man. That's why the Lord told them, don't look for the kingdom of heaven with observation. The disciples told them the kingdom of heaven is within you, man. You know, so when they say the kingdom of heaven until the days of John the Baptist and that, until now, the kingdom of heaven suffer violence, and the violent take it by force, man. And that's going to these people, man. You can't, the violence take this by force, man.
Excuse me.
You know, the so-called white man,
Excuse
that's
me.
why you see the persecution of Jacob right there, man.
Video, I need y'all to listen.
See, that's another thing, man. Going back to that scripture in Baruch, man. When it said, give not thy honor to another, man. Don't give that what is profitable unto thee unto a strange nation, man. No, bro, this is for us. But, like the scripture said, the violence been since the days of John the Baptist until now, the violence tried to take it by force. Who was ruling at the time, man? The Romans, man. And they took it by force, man.
Ruling right
the
now.
Greeks.
Ruling right
Who's
now.
ruling right now, man? The modern day Romans, man. The so-called white man. This is the modern day Roman Empire, man. And they started taking the kingdom by force, man. Which I'm gonna get a quick precept on that.
Egypt trying to take over right here. Egypt trying to take over.
Who that?
Israel was trying to take over that. Them old Jews trying to take over too, dang.
Yeah, them fake Jews, yeah, they run everything. They been took it over. They finna be brought
they false
down.
prophet. They get down and have this false prophet.
Yeah, they false prophets. That's right.
They ain't no real prophet.
No, the scripture said. This is
roll down, sit them in one penny, we put some, but them on paying for $2, roll down thing.
This Sirach 10 and 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another, man. So this how the kingdom got translated from one people to another, man. Riches got by deceit, unrighteous dealings, man. The so-called white man, he came over here starting with the northern kingdom, man. Unrighteous dealings, man. He broke every treaty he had made with them, man. And the only reason he made treaties with them, at the time, they was beating his ass in war, man. Mainly, especially Reuben, man. He couldn't mess with Reuben, man. He couldn't mess with the Seminole Indians, man. Even Issachar, man. Issachar had the so-called white man beat, man. But it was, it was prophesied they were going to go down. But under Santana, man, or some people might call him Saint Anna, but under Santana, or Santa Anna, he was a general of the Mexican army, man. He was fighting against Sam Houston. That's who Houston named after him, man. They had Sam Houston. They had got Davy Crockett, Jim Boyd. They had got all the top dog Edomites, man. And what Sam Houston was doing, he was promising all them different Edomites. He was giving them like Tennessee, Mississippi. He was promising them, look, I'm gonna give you 200 acres. Come help me take these so-called Mexicans down, man. Because the Mexicans was controlling Texas and California, man. Issachar had won, man. Issachar had beat that part of the U.S. carry that came to Houston, man. But Santana it was the Lord put the spirit on him, man. Santana was so fierce at the white man, he was like the white man not human, man. He was like he a beast, man. So Santana like, fuck it, I want to lose some men to him, man. I want bloodshed, man. So Santana he stopped listening to his generals, man. Cause they had Sam Houston them defeated, man. He listened to his generals. And Santana basically divided everybody, sent everybody one way. And Santana ended up getting captured, man. Which that was the demise of the so-called Mexicans, man. The Aztec warriors, man. But y'all had a hell of an army, man. And y'all knew y'all were Israelites, man, because before y'all fought, man, it showed you that in that movie, the Alamo, man. But you gotta get the old movie, the Alamo, man. I think it's the one that got the nigga who played John Wayne, man. It showed you in there that before Issachar went out and fought, man, they had the band come and play, man, just like the Israelites did, man. They knew who they were, man. But going back into this, riches gotten by deceits and unrighteous dealings, man. The kingdom was translated from one people to another, man. Because heaven represents rulership on earth, man. The white man in his heaven right now, but how did he get the rulership, man? We'll read it again. Sirach 10 and 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches gotten by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another, man. The Greeks done this when they came into rulership, the Romans, man. And now the modern day Romans, the so-called white man, he came back during the Renaissance period, man. Starting with the Borgia family.
Get a picture of that.
Go ahead.
Have a good one.
You too, man. Are you on that sign?
What's that?
Are you on that sign?
Well, I mean, I see Mexicans down there. I see
What, you a Mexican?
North American Indian.
What, it's all about your fatherland, or what?
Yeah.
Your land go back to one of these on your father's side?
Sure, yeah.
What is your father?
North American Indians or Mexicans.
North American Indians or Mexicans?
Yeah.
Right, because you know, like everybody you see on the sign, these are the true Israelites.
Yeah.
These are people of the Lord. These are the only people the Lord died for. Whom the world knows as Jesus Christ. He died. These are the only people he died for. Even when Paul went to the Gentiles, it was these people who had lost their culture, lost their way, because going back into the book of Hosea, the 1st chapter, the Lord said these people was going to become Gentiles.
Right.
So
I've heard of that before.
right. So even though when Paul went, those Gentiles who Paul went to, and it started with Peter, and the Lord gave that vision to Peter,